the Mer lair. Located in Oceanside, a vast land of forests, woods and coast. Just north from the city of Oceanside is Oceanside Forest, a danger zone. Recent reports of high demonic activity going on. It's also the first reported sightings of a Hydra that will later attack Oceanside High, and even went as far as trying to attack Ruby, which eventually led to her becoming a giant kraken for the first time. The Hydra was later found in the elementary school and slain by Agatha's husband, Arthur Gilman. Before the rising of demons in Oceanside, Oceanside Forest was known for its dangerous wildlife like Tyrannosaurus rex, Edmontosaurus, Triceratops, Columbian mammoths, Alamosaurus, and vast amounts of small animals like deer, wolves, bears, lynx, cats, raptors. It's mainly known for its fairy tale-like appearance, like in the dark folklores and fairy tales like in a book. Now it is starting to feel like it's from a dark fairy tale now that demons are about. Demons from goblins, harpies, wargs, chimeras, griffins, trolls, cyclopses, ogres, to even giants have been spotted in this area. And recently, there's even reports of dragonkin from dragons, drakes, worms, limworms. But this forest has become home to one of the most well-known of the demons, and one that Oceanside say they lure in sailors with their voices, hypnotize them, drowning sailors. They are beautiful but vain and selfish, but in reality they are not. This has become a home to a group of demons called the Merfolk. Led by Chelsea, who in its normal form called Chelsea Vandelisi, also known as the new girl that appears in the high school, roughly the same time as the Hydra. Leader of a group which they are called the Mers, which is a group that has mermaids, and they're also not just mermaids, but their close ilk, sirens, Mamawata, Nixie, Merles, Lara, and many others. Just days before the Hydra attack, Chelsea and the Mers made their home in Oceanside Forest, in a cave that looks like a normal cave, but in truth it is not. It is a house cave, said to be once a former lair. Chelsea and the Mers have made it into their home, their lair. This area has plenty of chambers and even many large ponds, with the largest one being in the center, many nests and even a glowing crystal that emanates mist, even in the pool. This lair is magical by nature, rather than natural. The mermaids themselves, while they resemble half girls, half fish, they don't actually. They are linked between the elves and the dragons. Mermaids usually often known to live in mixed groups of their own species and their ilk. Unlike many demons besides dragons and similar ones to elves, they have the capability to speak, even known to speak to each other, and even form bonds with their own kind and the similar species like sirens, mamaratas, etc. 15 years ago, in the ocean there was a place known as the Mermaid Kingdom. It was home to mermaids and all kinds of merfolk. At the end of the dragon's dogma, the Kraken Queen Emerald organized an attack to get rid of the merfolk once and for all. out of pride, wanted to commit genocide. However, in the end, she had failed. After Nerissa was slain by Agatha, who would be known as the Science Slayer, a mighty dragon came, the Alpha, and took all the merfolk with it. Enraged, Emerald destroyed what's left of the Mermaid Kingdom. And said Mermaid Kingdom was left in ruins to show the rest of the world of the Kraken Kingdom's power. Since then, Agatha, with guilt, hits the Trident to stop her mother's and the kingdom's genocide against the merfolk, and left her kingdom for good. 15 years later, the Lair is basically the new Mermaid Kingdom, led by their queen Chelsea. Over the past month, more merfolk start arriving to the point it is basically the image of the original Mermaid Kingdom, which had all the species of merfolk in the realms. After saving Ruby, 4 merfolk species joined the Mers, like Scylla and the Charybdis. Compared to most merfolk who look like mermaids with different hair and tail colors, the Scylla and Charybdis, like the Melusine, stand out among the merfolk. They are also one of the biggest, who are normally 10 feet tall and their tails are massive. The Melusine was one of those species within the Mers, and the only one before the Scylla and Charybdis to stand out among the Mers, as most of them have the same shape as mermaids, just different hair and powers and colors. They also have no scales and have different shaped fins, even fins on their hips that look like they have wings. And so much so they are often called the winged lamia, even though they are not lamia. One of the 4 that joined the Mers before more joined was the Selig. While they look like mermaids, they got more to them that allows them to be more stand out. Instead of scales, they have fur that's kind of like a seal. The Kraken Kingdom does not know where the new Mermaid Kingdom is, and Emerald's been trying to find it ever since. But this new kingdom is more recent compared to the Mermaid Kingdom that's been around for a long time. There are some rumors saying that this was once a lair of a dragon, or even a home to a slayer, a very long time ago. Either way, it has become the new home to the Mers, the name given to a group that are led by Chelsea. Basically, Chelsea is the Mermaid Queen. And speaking of which, the Mermaid Queens are very rare individuals within the species. Individuals like Nerissa was the Mermaid Queen, and Chelsea is a Mermaid Queen, standing out among the mermaids and even said to be the mermaids of mermaids. Ever since the demons started appearing in Oceanside and Hydro Attack, Oceanside Forest has become a restricted zone, so no one can go there due to the high chances of danger of demons. Once people had to worry about wildlife, now they have to worry about demons. The Mer Lair is known to have visitors from other non-merfolk species, even dragons once in a while. But it's mainly the home to the Mers, the only merfolk group in all of Oceanside, and it's only going to get bigger. Despite outside looking like it's small inside, in fact it is massive. There's humongous amount of chambers, there's even treasures of gems, gold, and all sorts. Once treasure hunters once tried to get in, but now those days are over, with demons on the prowl and the Mers about, making this their home and a dangerous place.